Good afternoon, everyone. Our report is all about building information security in information systems. The organization grows in tandem with technological advancement. An information system is composed of a number of interconnected parts that work together to collect, store, and analyze data, as well as to deliver knowledge, information, and digital goods. Businesses and other organizations use information systems to run and manage operations, communicate with customers and suppliers, and compete in the market. So here are the different structural organizational changes that were enabled by information technology. Systems as planned organizational change. Putting together a new information system is an example of planned change in an organization. With a new information system, you get more than just new hardware and software. Also included are changes in jobs, skills, management, and organizations. When we make a new information system, we change the way the organization works. System developers need to know how their work will affect the organization as a whole, as well as the business processes they are working on. Systems development and organizational change. Information technology can promote organizational transformation in a variety of subtle to profound ways. Automation, rationalization, business process redesign, and paradigm shifts are the four types of structural organizational transformation that information technology has made possible. Each entails distinct dangers and benefits. So here, as we can see in this figure, we will see how high or low the risk and return of a certain change. So the most common form of organizational change, or these are slow-moving and slow-changing strategies, provide modest returns with little risk. First is the automation. So it increases efficiency, replaces with manual tasks. And the second one is the rationalization of procedures. So this streamlines standard operating procedures and often found in a program for making continuous quality improvements like PQM and Six Sigma. So the next is the faster and more comprehensive change. So these have high potential rewards but also have a high risk of failure. First is the business process redesign. So these analyze, simplify, and redesign business processes and reorganize workflow, combine steps, and eliminate repetition. And the second one is the paradigm shifts or this rethink nature of business and define new business model, change nature of organization. Business process redesign or business process management or BPM. A lot of companies today are attempting to leverage information technology to enhance their operational procedures. Some of these systems call for gradual changes to business operations, while others necessitate more thorough overhauls. Organizations are using business process management to deal with these developments, to examine current processes, create new processes, and optimize existing processes. Business process management offers a variety of tools and approaches. BPM is never finished since process improvement necessitates ongoing adjustment. Businesses that employ business process management take the following steps. First is to determine which business processes need to be changed. Next is to analyze current business processes, taking note of inputs, outputs, resources, and the order in which the various steps are carried out. Next is to create new process. Next is to after the new process has been carefully modeled and examined, it must be converted into a fresh set of protocols and working guidelines. And lastly, continuous measurement is necessary once a process has been put into place and optimized. So here's a sample of business process for purchasing a book in a physical store. And here's a sample of redesign process for purchasing a book online. So as you can see, it is much shorter than the previous process. Systems development process. So these are the activities involved in developing an information system solution to a business problem or opportunity. Systems analysis, systems design, programming, testing, conversion, and lastly, production and maintenance. First, let us discuss systems analysis. So this includes identifying the problems, specifying solutions, and establishing information requirements. This also includes feasibility study to answer the questions: is the solution feasible and a good investment? Is the required technology or skill available? So faulty requirements analysis is a leading cause of system failure and the high system development costs. So next is the systems design. This describes system specifications that will deliver functions identified during systems analysis. This should address all managerial, organizational, and technological components of system solution. So the role of the end users here is user information requirements drive system building. Users must have sufficient control over design process to ensure system reflects their business priorities and information needs, and insufficient user involvement in design effort is major cause of system failure. So here's the design specifications. Next is the programming. So here, system specifications from design stage are translated into software program code. Next step is the testing. This process ensures system produces right results. So in unit testing, test each program and system separately. In system testing, test functioning of system as a whole. And acceptance testing makes sure system is ready to be used in production setting. And lastly, test plan all preparations for series of tests. So here's a sample test plan to test a record change. When developing a test plan, it is imperative to include the various conditions to be tested, the requirements for each condition tested, and the expected results. Test plans require input from both end users and information system specialists. Next is the conversion. It is the process of changing from old system to new system. So here, conversion has four main strategies: the parallel strategy, the direct cutover, the pilot study, and the phased approach. This process requires end-user training. This is also the finalization of detailed documentation showing how system works from technical and end-user standpoint. And lastly, the production and maintenance. Here, the operation, evaluation, and modification of the system will take place. So in this process, the system is being reviewed to determine if revisions are needed. This may include post-implementation audit document. Maintenance is the process of making adjustments to a production system's hardware, software, documentation, or procedures to fix problems or errors, meet new requirements, or improve processing efficiency. So that's all for my report, and the rest will be discussed by Ms. Gadiente. Thank you.